Have you ever wished you could think like Ayanokoji? The way he stays calm, in control, and always 10 steps ahead? You want that emotional control. You want that sharp focus. And most of all, you want to build a version of yourself that is so skilled and disciplined, it feels like a masterpiece. The truth is, this is completely possible. But let's be honest, this doesn't mean you'll be flawless like some anime character. Real life doesn't work that way. However, if you truly want to learn how to master any skill and develop unshakable control over your emotions, there is a method, a system, one that rewires your brain to perform at the highest level. This video is not just about giving you information, because honestly, most people already know what they need to do. They've watched videos, read books, and followed advice. But knowing what to do isn't enough. You need a system, a structure you can follow daily. So, if I gave you a method, a clear, effective system that helps you master any skill, would you not use all your energy and discipline to follow it? That's what this is about. Grab a notepad. Take notes. Because if you finish watching and don't use anything you've learned, then you've wasted your time. You might as well go watch anime for entertainment. But if you apply this, it can change your life. The secret behind mastery, what great people actually do. There's a specific kind of training used by the greatest performers in history. From basketball legends like Kobe Bryant, to world-famous musicians like Mozart, Olympic gold medalists, and successful entrepreneurs, they all use it. It's not random. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's something called deliberate practice. Let me tell you a story. One day, a journalist asked Daijo, one of the greatest baseball hitters ever, "How does it feel to be such a natural hitter?" Daijo didn't answer. Instead, he took the journalist to his basement. He picked up his bat and started swinging. But each swing wasn't random. He called out specific pitches, low ball, fast ball, and adjusted his form accordingly. Then he grabbed a piece of chalk and made a tally mark on the wall. When he turned the lights on, the journalist was stunned. The entire wall was filled with thousands of tally marks, each one a practice session. Then Daijo finally spoke, "Don't ever call me a natural again." That story is powerful. It shows that mastery comes from effort and structure, not some gift you're born with. When people see greatness, they think it's talent. But the truth is, it's training, it's practice, and more importantly, it's deliberate practice. What is deliberate practice? Normal practice means doing the same thing over and over again without really thinking. Deliberate practice, however, is completely different. Deliberate practice means focusing your full attention on what you are doing, practicing with a specific goal in mind, constantly trying to improve, getting feedback and adjusting your actions. It's not about how long you practice, but how well you practice. Here's your first action step. Be intentional. Unfocused effort is the enemy. You need to take control of your time and your energy. Start by writing down the skills you want to master. Then schedule time in your day to work on each of them. Break them down into smaller skills. For example, if your main skill is writing, some mini skills could be improving vocabulary, writing powerful headlines, learning how to write strong hooks. You may not know all the mini skills at the beginning, and that's fine. Just write down what you know and start from there. Focus is everything. One of the most important parts of deliberate practice is focus. In the book Deep Work by Cal Newport, a study showed that most office workers are distracted nearly 40% of the time during an 8-hour workday. And remember, those are workers who don't even need social media to do their jobs. Imagine how distracted the average person is today, when most jobs or hobbies are linked to a phone or computer. Distraction is one of the biggest threats to mastery. Every time you let something pull your attention, you make it harder for your brain to improve. A task that should take 4 years may take 10 because of distractions. Social media companies like TikTok and Instagram are fighting hard to keep your attention. They spend billions on technology that boosts dopamine in your brain, the pleasure chemical. Their goal is to make you stay, scroll, and repeat. If you give in, you lose time, energy, and focus. But here's the good news. If you can eliminate distractions, you can double or even quadruple your productivity. Silence your phone and keep it out of sight during deep work. Block distracting websites. Close your room's doors and windows. Only use social media on designated break days. That's what I do. I use something called the 12-week year system, and I only allow myself to use social media 1 day a week. That's it. You want to be different from everyone else? Then act differently. The 10 years of silence. A psychology professor once studied the world's best composers to find out what made them great. He looked at 500 symphonies considered masterpieces. Then he studied 76 composers who created them. Guess what he discovered? None of them created a masterpiece in their early years. In fact, Every one of them needed at least 10 years before creating their best work. Even Mozart. The professor called this period the 10 years of silence, a decade of hard work, learning, and practicing before real mastery appeared. The lesson? It's not about doing something amazing once. It's about doing ordinary things for an extraordinary amount of time. Consistency is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. Here's how you can stay consistent. Keep the chain. Choose one task you want to do every day. Then get a calendar. Every day you complete the task, mark it. Try not to break the chain. Even if you miss a day, don't miss 2 in a row. Seeing that long streak will motivate you. Use the 12-week year plan. This method helps you stay on track and achieve more in less time. It breaks the year into 12-week cycles and helps you stay focused and goal-oriented. Habit that could boost your focus, improve your memory, help you stay calm, and increase your performance. Would you do it? That habit is sleep. Most people know sleep is important, but they still don't prioritize it. Top performers say one of their biggest advantages is simply having a consistent sleep schedule. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, says he gets 8 hours of sleep every night. He doesn't sacrifice sleep to get more done. He says that even if he works more hours, his thinking is worse, his decisions are weaker, and his energy is lower. You don't need more hours. You need better performance in the hours you already have. Here's how to improve your sleep. Avoid screens before bed. Don't touch your phone 2 hours before sleep. This is the #1 cause of sleep problems. Use sleep masks and earplugs. They help block light and sound, making your sleep deeper. Keep your room cool. The best sleep happens between 15 to 19 degrees Celsius, 59 to 66 degrees Fahrenheit. You want to master skills like Ayanokoji? You want to build emotional control so sharp that nothing breaks you? Then stop relying on motivation. Start building systems. Practice deliberately. Cut off distractions. Be consistent. Track your results. And sleep like a professional. Success isn't about being special. It's about being structured. Your masterpiece is waiting. Now go build it. Kindly tell me what you are building in the comments section.